Hey. Okay, so it's 4th of November. Got poor lighting. And I'm going to talk about heraldry today. No, rather not. Heraldry. And the Gnostic God. So, thank you, Jack. Thank you, rather, Zach. Zach Condon. So, about heraldry, what I wanted to discuss was just kind of playing with kind of the forms of relationships that my ancestors have had over the years. In particular, I'm looking at Scotland's notion of heraldry. And so it's basically like a community, right? A communion of men and, well, sort of like about the term herald is it's neutral, right? Gender neutral. It's not heroine and it's not hero, it's herald, right? And they're loosely joined in meaning and sound, obviously. So, regarding heralds, like the heralds is actually like kind of a mid-level. It's like a gubernatorial level in a hierarchy. It consists of 3 king of arms at the top, 6 heralds, and 4 pursuivants. I like the term pursuivant because it reminds me of Perceval, the only knight who achieved the Grail, right? So you have the pursuivants, and then the king of arms and the heralds. And I consider myself a herald. And then it's fun to think about who in your life, do you respect, right? Who do you call your mentors, right? And then imagine 3 of them. All right, well, those, for play's sake and for the time in being, are your king of arms. And then, if you're a herald, then you're one of 6, right? At least in Scotland, at the College of Heralds in Scotland. So who are your equals, right? Which 5 of your friends do you consider your family, right? Your community, right? So name them for play. And then finally there's I believe 4 pursuivants. So those would be the people who you consider just behind you, just behind you, but who want to follow you, and you don't have to know why. Maybe they respect your kings of arms, not you. Maybe they're in love with one of your fellow heralds, but the reason is unimportant. The fact is that they're there. So imagine those people. And then you roll on your way to establishing your true spiritual family, right? I mean, don't doubt yourself. Use your intuition. First name that pops into your mind as you read the names, and just type into Google, heraldry, herald. You'll get there. It helps to play. Alright, the next topic is the Gnostic God, right? And he's one of my favorite archetypes because he takes kind of like the priests of men and the priests of women and combines them, right? To form like a super priest. Super priestess. Okay, and the way to imagine that, right, is to take a good-sized anaconda, maybe a 15-foot boa, right, which is the Pythoness, right, the Pythia, right. And when I say Pythia, I do mean think Delphic Oracle Delphi, and think Apollo. So, the Pythonic nature of woman is like, wow. That's a high archetype. It's like, Apollo descends into the cave, right? The cave of the Pythia, and she wraps herself around the god. surrenders her center, right, to the center that is Apollo, and then constricts around it in an effort to understand it. And then well, as most pythons do, she probably eats him, right? And then is able to transmute his words, or translate his words. So yeah, enjoy that, ladies. And then for men, it's not the python, it's the viper, right? So the American Indians, revered the rattlesnake, right? And the Indians revere the king cobra, right? But either way, it's just like a really profound and powerful masculine archetype. So if you could combine the viper and the python, what you get is the Gnostic God, right? And in my own personal belief, the Gnostic God reigns on both the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, right? Again, it's just an animal archetype. It's here if you want it to be. And so I guess I wanted to say that both, maybe you can watch some of the videos that I posted about, maybe the cobra and the baby, and just think about that for a second. Well, this baby's not afraid of the cobra, and the cobra strikes a couple times, but the cobra knows he has the power, the cobra, this cobra, it can kill an elephant, or like elephants are afraid of it. So then the baby's not. That just confuses the hell out of the cobra. But it doesn't confuse him enough to instigate a deadly bite either. Such as man. And so, like, as maybe a former, fuck if I know, right? Snake charmer, right? What the pythoness and the cobra share in common is that they're both, their weakness is visual hypnotism. They don't have any ears, right? But if I hold out, say, my flute here, and I play it, it's not the sound. The sound isn't important to the snake, but it's the movement, right? The movement that is important. So you create a little, vortex from a little tunnel, and who's the master vortex? None but the snake, right? If they're good at putting you to sleep, like my python over here, who's hidden, she wants to put me to sleep so that she can escape, right? And her whole body is just one long tunnel. So she's good at what she tries to do, but I don't like to sleep, and I don't like tunnels. I don't follow tunnels. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and keep in touch, right? I like the word handsome, right? Handsome.